107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
Welcome inside the Quiet Storm, baby. It is nice to welcome back my dear friend who electrified my 10th annual Lenny Green Family Day a few weeks ago. And she knows how to bring it home. And obviously you loved her and you enjoyed her when she was performing, as I can only imagine it happens all the time. She's the youngest of her 5 sisters that we have grown to appreciate over the years. If you're an 80s baby, you know about Sister Sledge, and we have a lady who, actually, I'm going to let the secret out of the bag. I fell in love with her as a crush when I was growing up, and it's wonderful to not only know her now.
Okay, now I'm going to be nervous throughout this whole interview.
but to also say that she's definitely a dear friend. Kathy Sledge, welcome back.
Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you
really
for having
appreciate
me back. And I have to say, I had a ball at Family Day. Lenny Green's, what an amazing spirit this throughout the whole time.
You know, it's a wonderful
Spirit of
thing
family.
for me just to connect with the
People.
people that I grew up around, the borough that I grew up in, which was Brooklyn, New York, you know. So it was just a wonderful thing. And you brought just a different element and essence to it, as you do.
I felt it when I thought I was just joining in to what I felt.
The kids
Really.
loved her. You know, everyone, from kids to adults. You bring smiles and joy to everyone.
Thank you. I tell you, that song, I always say it's going to be here when we're all long gone.
We are family.
And it just, when I see these little teeny kids, just like
Knowing the music.
knowing
the
it,
song.
singing along, it just blows me away.
Well, you
I
know,
had no idea that song.
which to kind of turn things in a slightly different direction of why I wanted you to come in tonight, because you were that child. Well, actually, you weren't even on this earth when when we were introduced to Lady Day, Miss Billie Holiday.
No,
And as I learned from the first time you came to sit down with us, of how much an appreciation and how much admiration and how much a joy that you picked up from her, and you love singing her music effortlessly. And you sound just like Billie Holiday, and we're going to give you a chance to hear her tonight. But
Thank
you were a child that wasn't even on this earth when Billie Holiday
No,
existed.
yeah, she actually died the year I was born. But it's funny. I think it's what I can reach for is the musician in her, the artistry. I think, I know we know the heavy story about Billie Holiday. In fact, both of the major scripts that are on and off Broadway have ended up in my lap at different times. And so I know the story. We know the story. And I just felt like, how do you want to be remembered? Let's just dwell instead of into the depths of the addiction, let's go into the depths of the music, because I believe that's what she was here for.
You are going to pay a musical tribute
Yes,
to the late, great Billie Holiday.
that's why it's called Brighter Side of Day. I feel like we know the heavy side, and I think it's definitely the blues. But what we do, when I say we, the musicians and myself, we just propel you into the 40s. We take you right there.
But what really compelled you to
do
stumble upon Billie Holiday? Again, an artist that existed and went to her height before you even came into the music scene, before you probably even came on this earth. So what was it? Who introduced you? How did you hear Billie Holiday?
My mother brought a record home once.
Okay.
And she put it on, and I literally started mimicking her voice, like exactly.
Wow.
I was 16 then. And my mom blew my mom away. That she was like, she was
Yeah.
a momager back then.
Of course.
And she's like, we got to put that in the Vegas act, because we were working Vegas a lot then with Bill Cosby. And I would always do Billie Holiday on stage.
Wow.
But then what was kind of interesting is I started knowing the mannerisms. Like and that's only because as I got to perform and do her act, I started feeling the music more. And just through the years, things would come my way that were almost so, just the irony of getting to meet. There's one living person that actually played with Billie Holiday. Her name is Corky Hale. And she's in her late 70s. And I was in LA, and someone introduced me, and then I played my music. And then we eventually did a show together. And Corky even said, it's as if she's just playing with Billie. And to me, I get blown away, because I just feel like what we're all really doing is just lifting this legend up. That's all. And if we can If we don't tell our stories, then someone else will.
Someone else will. Miss Kathy Sledge is with us tonight. Like I said, she has an EP out, and I'm going to get into another song of yours that no one hasn't heard yet. If you missed it, then let's get into it now. How did this song come about? A Little, A Lot. A
Little, A Lot was written by Carvin Higgins with the whole music soul thing and music. And I heard the song. He was actually writing, and I was at the studio, and I heard this song. And I always call A Little, A Lot the song that brought me back.
Wow.
It reminds me of Minnie Riperton a little bit. I heard it, and I hadn't been recording for a long time because I just felt
Why is that?
It's interesting. The industry is very interesting to me, and I just felt like, well, what people don't know is I do a lot of performing overseas. I have never stopped, and
wow.
And then when I heard this song, I felt like I always get messages through social media that my voice is is missed. And this song, I just felt like I have to sing it. I want to sing this song, and it's so special to me, and I love what the message is about.
Kathy Sledge, this has been an honor. Matter of fact, one day, I think I want to bring Kathy Sledge back, and I want to tap into your mind on relationship situations. And something tells me you might be able to.
You really going to go there?
Yeah. I think you can.
Okay, no, I would love that. Yes, definitely.
You're going to keep it real, right?
Oh, yeah. That's the only way.
Okay, I like that.
That's the problem with you guys. Y'all don't get that.
You sound like a... Sorry. What is that? Wait, what? That was a jab?
That was reality. I'm outnumbered, right, Kathy?
Oh,
no,
man,
but no, really. Yeah, we'll definitely keep it real.
Okay, all right. You just put yourself on a dotted line on that one. There you go. Kathy Sledge, a pleasure and honor, my love.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Kathy Sledge, baby, Inside the Quiet Storm. Confessions of Love. Coming up next, baby. Get ready.